Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. It's Amrit here from A-Level Maths Mastery. I'm here with my good student Srithan, and I'm going to speak with him about his experience working with me and what he did for his math studying to get a good grade. So Srithan, hope you're doing well. So what was like the grade, Srithan, you were working at before you decided to reach out and start looking for some extra help? What was going
Uh,
on?
okay. I was working at around BC type of level, so it varied from topic to topic, but it was around BC level. Yeah.
When you were at that grade B/C level,
Yeah.
what was like the main thing that you were finding difficult? I know it was topic by topic, but what was actually making you lose marks? What was the challenge?
I don't really know because I remember this one test early in year 13 where I came out of the test thinking it was pretty easy. The test I could answer all the questions. And then when I got the test back, I got around like 50%. And that was
Right.
because I was just making the methods were correct. I was just making some small mistakes that end up losing the majority of marks. So I think that was it. And as well as I didn't quite understand some of the topics. For example, the harmonic form one.
The trig stuff, yeah, the
Yeah,
R,
I
sine.
just
Yeah.
didn't I knew how to do the R part, but I didn't know how to find the min and maxes until I joined. So that helped quite a lot as well.
Cool. So it was the silly errors, and you needed some like a high level of understanding on some topics, right?
Yes.
All right. I remember I spoke with you and your mum on Zoom when you first reached out. What was like the main thing that made you both decide, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's give this a go.
Well, you got recommended to us by a friend who also doing the program at the same time, and she said your classes were quite good and showed me a few examples. I thought this could be useful because unlike traditional one-on-ones, you can't refer back to unless you take notes. This is
Yeah.
always in video form, so it's easier to understand and easier to refer back to. So I think that was a big contributing factor.
Yeah. So you like the structure, how it was recorded, you go
Yeah,
back and from your friend's recommendation. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
And when you did get in, when you joined, you signed up, great. What were like some of the other things that you enjoyed then? So apart from like watching the lessons back again, which is nice,
Yeah.
what other stuff did you actually enjoy about the process?
Um, well, one thing I liked was I guess when you started off, you started setting up some homeworks, I guess. I guess that kept me disciplined and also the accountability checkups that kept me accountable as well.
And how are you feeling in the lead up to exams?
Well, maths was pretty much one of the subjects I was quite fine. I was calm on maths. I was feeling calm. I wasn't really feeling tense in maths because I knew.
Yeah. So what did you do then to feel like that?
Well, I'd say is to keep it structured. So if you just because one issue I had with GCSEs maths was after I revised the topic, since there was a lot of topics, I wouldn't have time to go back on it. So I'd say revise topics bit by bit and then make sure you're going over them regularly. So do past paper questions because that's pretty much the only way to revise maths is to do questions.
For sure, yeah. You want to understand it and
Yeah.
actually get the practice in. All right, sure.
And
Mhm.
I ended up getting a high A in A level, so that was pretty good.
What are you planning on doing now? Where are you going to uni? What are the plans for the future?
Well, I'm planning on going to the University of Birmingham to study economics with hopefully a year of computer science in between. So yeah, it's pretty.
Nice. Sounds really good. For a student who's on the fence, for a student who wants to have a structure in place, wants to rewatch lessons and things like that,
Yeah.
and if they said to you, Srithan, like, should I go for this program? What would you say to them if they ask for your recommendation?
I say you should go for it because it is quite helpful because um when we were doing the exam question classes on Fridays, those were actually very useful because you never see those types of questions. And I
Hmm.
remember on my paper there was one very similar type of question to those that wasn't on any of those past papers. So
Perfect.
yeah, so it was very helpful and it's just it's a lot more in depth than school teaching as well because it's a lot more focused and a lot faster at pace wise. So if you're kind of on the fence, I'd say definitely go for it. Yeah.
For sure. Awesome. Well, it's good to hear your feedback, and I'm glad you got the A, right, from a B/C. Like getting 50% to like a high A. It's really good, and especially this year as well, because grade boundaries were even higher, right? So
I
the fact
know I'm
high
annoyed.
A.
I checked. It would have been an A-star every other year. So
I know, but you still did really well, and I'm sure, perhaps that's the best thing that happened. But who
yeah,
knows? Right? But still, in my eyes, I think that's an A star. So,
yeah.
which is the main thing. Well, Shrikant, thanks for that, and I wish you all the
Thank you.
best at economics. There's going to be a lot of maths in there, so be
I
prepared.
know I'm also doing a year of computer science. I heard that's a lot of maths
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
pretty much all maths, but I think you'll be okay. All right,
Yeah.
Shrikant, I will speak to you soon.
Okay.